Dregs of Sacramento, reloaded. We got another episode, y'all. How you doing? What's going on with you?
Hanging in there.
How you been? How you been? I haven't seen you since the program.
Getting hot.
That's right, that's right. We out here. What's today's date?
The 15th.
The 15th of June. It's getting hot out here. We out here, Roseville Road, y'all. Y'all see it. We out here chilling. Y'all see it. Another day in the life. Another day in the life. Roseville Road, Roseville Road. You feel me? So, anyways, how you doing, Miss Lady?
I'm doing okay. I mean,
Okay.
well as can be expected.
That's right, that's right, that's right. We gonna start out with your name first.
Sandra Sharp.
Sandra Sharp. Sandra Sharp, how you doing?
Okay.
That's right. So anyways, the shelter up the street.
First Step Communities, yes.
First Step Community. So I heard they named it something else also.
No, Gathering In moved in on the other side, but there are two different agencies, so we're two different LLCs.
Okay.
Non-profit, whatever.
Okay, that's what we here to talk about today.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's been going on?
Well, I was in the program for 2 years. They stole a truck and a trailer. I call it an authorized theft. A truck and a trailer to put me in their science project. And after being there for 2 years, they decided to exit me from the program for declining a old folks home that they wanted to put me in.
What?
Yeah. But it was the first and only place they ever offered me in 2 years.
Yeah.
I know they got everybody thinking that those are tiny homes or tiny houses. Everybody's always calling them tiny homes, and they are not homes. They're not tiny homes. They are merely and simply storage sheds with an air conditioner and a heater.
Wow.
And the first year I was there, we didn't even have. We had no power. We had no electricity.
And that was
I entered
after Miller Park, huh?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
I entered their social experiment February 2nd, 2024.
Okay.
And was exited February 23rd or something like that, 2026.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, 2 years.
So a lot of people that we were in there with, you know, seen everybody come and go, huh?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've seen them come and go. I've seen some come back. Some have died.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still here, still kicking it.
That's right.
Back out on the streets again. More soft than I was when they found me.
That's right.
Because I had no survival tools. They stole it.
Quick intermission. We back at it. So Sandra, back to the shelters.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on as of January 2026?
2026. So another organization called Gathering In now has the other half of the command center property. Okay?
Yes.
It's a totally different organization. They're trying to make up for the mistakes that First Step has made, or what they feel the mistakes that First Step has made.
Yeah.
Although First Step's the only one that can make up for their own mistakes.
Right.
The Gathering In shouldn't have made their first mistake being trying to make up for somebody else's mistake. What I mean by that, what they consider First Step's mistakes are allowing people to bring in outside food, getting to leave however many times a day they want, not tobacco. So they, at the Gathering inside, I guess you can only leave 3 times a day. They got a bunch of, some of them are ridiculous rules. They started a 10 o'clock curfew. They didn't approve of. When JoJo was there, he had a job that he was having deliveries from Amazon, something like that.
Yeah.
And they stopped accepting his deliveries because he would get stuff from Amazon and then mail it back out to different places. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And First Step didn't approve that, so they stopped accepting his deliveries and told him he had to get a different job.
Wow.
One of the biggest mistakes that people make about these unhoused shelters that the city has created
Yeah.
is that they are tiny homes. They are not tiny homes. They are merely simply storage sheds. Like I said, they have an air conditioner and a heater in them. But for the first year I was there, we didn't have any power.
I remember that. 2024.
So it was hot in the summertime and cold in the wintertime. And
Yeah.
they didn't want us getting comfortable because we couldn't even hang up a shade of our own.
Wow.
They called it a fire hazard.
Yeah.
It's all about profit and revenue. It's not about solving any problems with the homeless. It is not about a solution because they're not looking for solutions.
Sandra, how much is a bed up in there?
According to AI, $125,000 a year.
$125,000 a year, y'all.
Per person. Over $10,000 a month per person.
Wow.
And yet they'll run out of things, for the participants. They're not residents. They're not, because it's a temporary shelter. And if they want the right to be able to exit you if you do something they don't like. Okay, and if you come home late, which is after 10 o'clock, more than 5 nights a month, you're out.
From the time that me and you was in there, 2024, at that time, I remember when it was, we get 4 days out.
You got 4 days out, 4 nights out.
4 nights out.
And the curfew was a soft curfew at 10, hard curfew at 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you came in before 10 o'clock, you're all good. But if you come in late after 10.
Curfew.
So they would have soft curfew at 10 o'clock, meaning you can still come in after 10. But hard curfew is at midnight.
Okay.
So if you came in after 10, that's a tardy. And 3 tardies added up to a night out.
That's right.
But it was still a lot better. If you have a job that keeps you later than 10 o'clock, depending on what that job is, if they don't approve of it, then it's not an acceptable night out.
What?
Yeah, okay, so I got a friend that babysits with her grandkids, okay, because her daughter works, I think, for the post office or something.
Yeah.
But she babysits at night. Okay, so they want a schedule, so her daughter wrote out her schedule.
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't good enough.
Wow.
It wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Her being out all night long to babysit her grandkids, even though she's getting paid.
Yeah.
It wasn't acceptable. So you got to have a job, but it has to be a job that they approve of. Okay?
They want to check stuff.
They want to control everything. That's what it's about. It's about control.
That's crazy, because the last time I had came through here, somebody had told me that they're giving people 60 days to get a job.
I have heard that also, but they don't understand the fact that, in today's world, you no longer go around and fill out a hard copy with, a piece of paper application.
Yeah.
It's all pretty much done online or through EDD, okay?
Right.
With government Obama phone, what they call Obama phone, with a government phone, you only get 5 gigabytes of data, okay? That is not enough to do applications and resumes and, and they don't want to pass out their Wi-Fi passwords.
They stingy with the Wi-Fi too?
If they have Wi-Fi, they've got several Wi-Is on property, okay? But if you want to get on the internet, you have to go into the computer room. You have to be logged in by your case manager, and 15 minutes, you have to be re-logged back in. Okay, and if your case manager doesn't want to come in and re-log you back in, okay, what's 15 minutes?
Yeah.
They can't afford to give, the people who use Obama phones the password so they can log in from their phones and have all their stuff on their phones. Okay? Oh, they don't, they're afraid they could be watching adult movies or whatever. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
High streaming.
Even if they were, they're adults. Even if they were, they're adults.
If they do it quietly.
But I'm just saying, but they don't want their Wi-Fi being used for that. Well, there's parental blocks. Guys.
Right.
There's things, there's ways to go around. Most of their when they don't have an answer for a question that you might have about something there on property, they'll go, "Oh, it's a safety hazard."
Wow, it's a safety hazard. They always come in with something.
Yeah, if they don't have a good answer, they don't have a good response for the question you just asked.
Yeah.
They'll call it a safety hazard. It's a safety issue.
So back to the the bathroom situation. So I remember when we were in there. So I remember they had the big bathrooms that had all the
shower building.
yeah. They just let one person in, and then they got 6, 7, 8 toilets in there.
Yeah.
They got 3, 4 showers. I mean,
There's
what's
four
going
in-
on
there's
now?
four in what's called when it was a military base, they had the men's and the women's bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 in the men's, 2 in the women's showers. Okay.
Okay.
But now it's kind of like it doesn't matter who goes into which shower, just one person at a time.
Yeah.
Right. So, but they put the shower building. I don't know if you call it the bidding block, but when the gathering in side, when they moved into the other side of the property,
Yeah.
I guess they gave them the option of having the dining hall or the shower building.
Yeah.
They wanted the shower building. So they brought in portable showers, converted horse trailers is what I call them, because that's what they are. They're converted cargo trailers.
Yeah.
Those are our showers. They were, I'm not mine anymore, but yeah. But
Mm.
even being there were times when it was easier for me to take a shower on the streets because I had a gym membership. I mean, that's
Yeah.
all you got to do. You pay $9 a month or whatever.
That's right.
And you
Planet
can go-
Fitness.
and
Don't
you-
sleep on it.
Yep, and you can go and shower anytime you want to.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Down here, okay, and then there's always somebody, pounding on the door. Time's up.
Yeah.
Because they want to give you 15 minutes. I don't know who the heck should shower and shine in 15 minutes. And get everything clean.
Exactly. Somebody might need extra time.
Yeah,
You got older people.
You want to get everything clean. I mean,
Right. The right way. Exactly. Some of these motherfuckers do halfway.
You don't have time to do it in there, so I would wait until late at night,
Yeah.
12 o'clock after everybody's already, going to bed or whatever.
Yeah.
But staff wouldn't, as far as I know, they still don't clean the bathrooms. So if you wanted it cleaned, you had to take your bleach and your your scrubber or whatever and clean the bathroom, and then you can shower or whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
And some of the staff have gotten to where they already knew when I'm coming up with my shower bag and my bottle of bleach.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, Sandra's wanting to clean the bathroom again. They don't have a problem with that,
That's right.
because ain't none of them doing it. So,
Exactly.
and that's not acceptable. You've got a facility with over 100 people
Right.
on each side now. Okay, one's one organization, one's another.
Oh wow.
Um,
Are they, not to cut you off, are they all going in that building for the showers now?
No, that's why I said they brought the converted cargo trailers or horse trailers and for portable showers for the people that have been there for over 2 years.
Okay. So they doing a seniority thing?
No, because they gave the gathering in. They said you can either have the dining hall or you can have the shower building.
Oh.
So the gathering in said we'll take the shower building.
Okay.
So that means they had to bring in portable showers for us because we can't. They're not. Okay, they even put up whole different separate fences for the gathering in because I don't know. Their homeless people are better than diverse steps homeless people. I don't know what the deal is there, but
Yeah.
they can't intermingle. Between the two, there's like, yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That sound like a level 4 yard.
Yep, just about.
Wow.
When they finally got power in, that's what it looked like. Because when they finally got the electricity in the year before, in 2020, the end of 2024.
Yep, it was the end, yeah.
Okay, they were telling us, the electricians were calling them, he was saying by Friday we were all going to have power. And Friday came, and boom, come on, the lights out in the yard, out in the courtyard. It looks like a prison yard.
Yeah.
But nobody had power. None of the participants had power. Okay, so I asked a couple of the staff members, what happened to that, and it was a rumor mill. It was a lapping rumor mill. Okay, so I'm gonna wait till the electricians come back on Monday, and I'm gonna talk to. I'm gonna go to the horse.
Yeah.
So I did. I went to when they came back. I said, so why you guys said we could have our power on Friday, but the lights came on out here like the prison yard, but nobody's got power.
Exactly.
And the guy says, well, that's because First Step, meaning our director, John at the time, and the city wanted them to finish bolting the sheds down to the ground before we could have our power on. And it sounded stupid to me, so I kind of stopped listening at that point because I'm going to go complain.
Yeah. I remember they used to have the sandbags all around them.
Yeah, they didn't want the sandbags. They wanted them actually bolted to the ground.
Wow.
Bolts, the frames. But
Yeah.
I guess so that way if the water gets deeper, then they're not gonna float. I don't know.
Doesn't make sense, but damn, I don't know. Braden the superstar.
Well, Braden's the director now. Okay.
The director,
But
okay.
the water is contaminated, and they get it from a hose
Yeah.
to make coffee with. If the participants want a drink, they have to get it from that hose. Actually, one of the hoses they took that spigot for the shower building.
Wow.
Excuse me, for the portable showers. So we no longer have access to that particular water hose. So I'm not sure where staff's getting their water from now, but I know they're still getting it from property. And it's contaminated water.
Wow. So that one that's over there by the kitchen, because I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
And, they've got ice machines that they don't let participants get ice.
They didn't have ice machines when I was there, so when they do that,
No, they were donated. They were donated. At least the one I know was, okay, and because the staff member that was cleaning it the day that they were getting ready to put it out there, yeah, and actually at that time, if they had the ice, they would let participants get it. But then they started saying, oh, they can't do it. I don't know if it's because they didn't want to or what, but I'm like, these ice machines were donated for the participants.
Yeah.
So why can't the participant get some ice? Not an ice chest full, but a cup. Can I get a cup of ice?
Yeah.
One time I asked a staff member that, it was the middle of summer 2025, last year. I walked up and asked the staff that's their section or whatever, if I could get some ice, and he looked at his. So when I asked the staff member about getting me some ice, he looked at his watch and told me in about 30 minutes. I thought it was kind of odd at the time, but it occurred to me later that I'm like, oh, that must be when they rotate, and there'll be another staff member there that I can come and ask if they can get me some ice instead. It's the only thing I could come up with. So. Looks like slot most of the time. Looks like slot most of the time. It tastes like slot most of the time.
Yeah. So, what is on the menu on the average? Are they still doing the Uncrustables and all that peanut butter?
Yeah, for lunch, it's Uncrustables.
Still?
Yeah, with a mozzarella stick and a bag of chips. It might be lunch for a 7-year-old.
Wow.
But it's more like a snack in a sack, is what I call it.
Oh, wow. So they still ain't?
Yeah, and if you have any kind of inflammatory disorders, eating peanut butter every day ain't the best thing for you.
Wow. So and then if a person's forced to eat it.
Well, if that's all you have to eat, and you have inflammatory issues, you're going to have to deal with that.
Oh, wow.
Just because peanut butter is high in, I want to say B6 or something like that, which is an inflammatory vitamin. So if you're not balancing it out with, B3s and B12s and, the whole B spectrum, it could cause you inflammatory issues.
And that's every day.
That's what eating peanut butter every day does. You can look it up.
Wow. No, I mean they're giving out peanut butter and jellies every day.
Oh, yeah, every day.
Wow. Bagels in the morning. What's up with those?
I don't know if they're still getting the bagels or not. IKEA came through and they gave them, like when you go to a hotel that has the surgery department or whatever, they've got those little plastic covers they call them, the things with the muffins or the bread or whatever. IKEA brought a couple of those, but they ended up getting cracked and broken up, so they don't have a cover for them anymore.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes staff will just leave, they'll leave the dinners when they're serving dinner, they'll leave the meals and the food uncovered, which is not only going to let it get cold, but, if there's flies around.
The flies getting some too.
Yeah, I don't eat after flies.
That's wild. That's crazy, y'all. Y'all heard it, man. Straight from Miss Sandra Sharp, man. It's serious out here, man. Roseville Road, 2026. The programs, the shelters is getting worser.
Well, they call themselves a success, but I don't know what they're a success at. Most of the people that they housed when I was there, within 2 months were back out on the streets. So how is that a success?
Exactly.
They put some of them in shared housing with...
Shared housing. What's going on with that? So what's going on with the shared housing situation?
Well, besides the fact that most people who are ending up in shared housing that are back out on the street live in 2 months, which may